Officialwatches.co.uk, proud sponsors of UCMMA.
At the press conference yesterday, guys, I don't know if you were there, you kind of lost your cool.
Let's talk about what was said at the press conference with you and Alex.
Listen, the bottom line is this. I've called out Alex, yeah. Alex agreed to fight me. As far as I'm concerned, he's lost his bottle, he's lost his heart. He's not interested anymore. I'll come down there right now. If these guys are up there,
Wartime road trip, let's roll!
What am I on? Are you up for this or not, bruv? I'll come down your gym right now and pull you out, bruv. It's as simple as that. I've heard he's trained at London Shoot Fighters, so I'm going to go over there and I'm going to put it right on him. I've come all the way down there to call you out, outside your own gym, bruv. Outside your own gym, full Saturday. Of course I've got some balls, so Jesus. Oh, mate! Yeah? That's exactly what I'm getting paid for.
Alright, it's on. It's happening.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. We ain't seen nothing in a while, bruv.
Fight's on. Fight's on. Let's go. Fight's on. Tap it. Fight's on.
That's it. That's what I came out to do. I told you I'd do what I say I'm going to do. I've come up, I've called him out at his gym, so it's on.
Jason, they bought the bouncers again. You know they don't like you anymore. Over here. Stay down.
Stitch me up. You're stitching me up, Dave. Taking the actual mud. I can't talk, I'm that angry. What's that all about? Why don't you chill out, man? Look,
Listen, forget all
sign the contract. Sign the contract. Let's do it cage fight. Sign the contract. Let's do it cage fight.
He calls me a puppet. Yeah, I am a puppet. My solicitor's over here. If he will get a contract, trust me, this puppet strings will be cut off. And then you're going to be literally in a world of hurt, mate. Wait. All right. Wait, big boy. Okay, wait, that's enough. We've got to get on with the action. Listen, I'm going to do my best. August the 6th. If you want to see Reed.
August 6th, what's this all about?
Yeah, we want to push him out late. Come on, Jason, you got to chill out, mate. I can sack you. Go. Anyway, I'm going to fight. This one is Ben Smith versus Ian Monster Hawkins.
Ian Monster Hawkins out of Bracknell, fighting out of Monster MMA.
I'm Big Ben Smith. I'm fighting out of Team Titan, Legacy BJJ, and I'm representing Team 187. My training's gone really well for this. My last fight, my head weren't really in it, but this time I'm focused and I'm ready.
This is no normal fight for me. Ben Smith's been giving it the large one on the TV, on the internet. Tonight, we'll find out who's going to win, and I think it's going to be me by knockout in round 1.
Ian, you call yourself the monster. Well, if you're the monster, then I'm Beowulf, and we all know what he did to the monster.
Ben, tonight, you're going to get knocked out.
You got a big mouth, you've been talking a lot of smack, and tonight you're going to have to pay the price. Get well soon.
This is a fight for the fans. It's been over a month of smack talk on the internet, but now it's on, and may the best man win.
What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster?
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for heavyweight action. And this one has had the internet astir with all sorts of remarks and comments going back and forth. Ben, reiterate.
I mean, you're looking at two guys, Ian Monster Hawkins coming in there against Ben Smith, who simply do not like each other. There's no other way of dialing it up. They don't get on. And they're both in the heavyweight division at UCMMA. The talk's been flying for days and days and days. Ian Hawkins constantly calling Ben Smith Little Ben Smith.
And on that note, as the sound chimes away, it's time for Big Ben to make his way to the cage.
The key to Ben Smith's game for me is how quickly can he get the fight to the floor. If he can take his man down, he has got some of the heaviest ground and pound in the division.
Well, it's a little bit easier for a man who can shoot down low to take a taller man down. But I think what Ben Smith will do is take his opponent down. He will go for the shots, but not the shots to finish him. The shots just to make an opening for a submission. Because Ben Smith, believe it or not, I've grappled with him. He has some awesome submissions in his arsenal.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is in the Ultimate Challenge Heavyweight Division. Introducing your first contestant, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a record of 2 wins, 3 losses. He weighed in at 117 kilograms. He stands 6 feet tall. Fighting out of Monster MMA, Ian the Monster Hawkins. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a record of 8 wins, 5 losses. He weighed in at 106 kilograms. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. Fighting out of Team Titan, he is the former Ultimate Challenge Heavyweight Champion, Big Ben Smith. And when the action begins, the man in charge is Grant Waterman.
Well, this is what everyone has been waiting for. The trash talk on the internet is now over. Now it's time to put your mouth into action on both guys.
Huge amount of height difference, which is obvious. But I mean, Ben is absolutely stacked here. Very powerful build.
Well, I saw Ben on the pads with Mark Potter in the gym, and the man has got some power and fast hands as well. Who's to say that he can't hit Ian Hawkins? But time will tell, and it will tell in approximately 3 seconds.
You ready? Let's fight.
Ian Hawkins, Ben Smith.
Ian Hawkins staying on the outside. You can see he's waiting for that shot. And there's Ben, goes for the single. Nice takedown.
Good work by Smith to win the takedown. Took a shot on the way, but Hawkins looks as though he's trying to work in a guillotine. Won't get it from that position.
1 for 1 on takedowns. Great single leg. Took his man in the guard position, but he'll be looking to pass.
Hawkins locking up that guard. Trying to keep the arms tied up of Smith, possibly looking to be stood up by referee Grant Waterman.
And Ben Smith, all about the crushing top game, as you probably well know, Ian, having spent the time training with him.
He's got some great ground and pound from this position as well. I purposely put Ben in my guard, and I saw the punches coming down, and I was like, whoa. Here we go, Ben Smith. Now this is exactly where he wants it. He's got his man up against it, but look how cleverly Ben has got the head of Ian. Ian's head is up at a 45-degree angle. Normally what guys do is they put their opponent up against the cage, but the head is flat on the canvas. Well, if you're not controlling your opponent's head, you're not controlling his body, and this is what Ben's doing right now. He's controlling his head up against the cage and then throwing down shots. And this is the big bombs coming down.
To be fair to Ben Smith, this is exactly what he said he was going to do. Take his man down, crush him in against the cage, and land some hellacious bombs from the top. And there's a huge left over the top.
See, Ben has got such a short, stocky body for a heavyweight. He can create power from them punches. There's the big shots coming down. These are big punches.
Hawkins absorbing a lot of punishment. Ben Smith relentless like a jackhammer throwing those strikes.
Ben needs to be careful not to burn himself out, because Ian Hawkins can take some punishment. You don't want to punish him too much and then stand up and find that your arms are like lead.
Huge chopping shots.
But Ian Hawkins fighting back. He's doing a hammer fist, throwing the hammer fist back. But are they enough to compete against the jackhammers of Ben Smith?
And this is where Ben Smith will want this fight. And from Hawkins' point of view, he's got to really make a decision what he's going to do in terms of start attacking off his back or look to control his foe's posture. And that was a huge hammer fist. Hawkins wincing in pain. Those shots are going through the side. Referee having a very close look at the action. But to be fair to Hawkins, he's aware of this situation. When the shots are coming in, he's taking 1 or 2 and then he's covering and moving. So he's given the impression that he is still actively defending himself.
He is actively defending, but what he's got to be careful of is taking too many shots like that, because that will tire you out. When you take big bombs like that in the head, it makes you tired. And when he stands up, he's going to have nothing left. But look at the crunching power coming down from Ben Smith.
Ben Smith literally like a piston, chopping away.
Ben Smith throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Hawkins, but it's yet another performance like this from Hawkins that we see. Unbelievable toughness to repeatedly take those shots.
I'm just hoping Ben doesn't burn himself out by throwing them big shots. He's trying to knock out Hawkins. And to be honest, it's very hard to knock out Ian Hawkins.
Ian Hawkins shown time and time again. I believe you need a silver bullet to take that man out of the equation.
Big, huge shots landing from Smith, and they are huge shots.
Ian Hawkins taking a massive amount of punishment.
Look at the welts coming over the eyes of Ian Hawkins. Them shots are getting through.
Smith able to just dictate the pace and the accuracy and the timing of each and every shot.
Well, we're down to the last minute.
I mean, from Smith's point of view, this is exactly where he wanted to fight. But because and there's a huge shot coming in over the top, a big left hand. And the welts, you're right,
Jeez,
Ian.
how much more punishment can this man take?
But how many times do we say that when we see Ian Hawkins fight?
Jeez, look at the welt. Oh, that's enough. The referee said he's had enough. Wow, look at the mouse on the eye of Ian Hawkins. Ian Hawkins is disgusted. He wants to fight on, but wow, look at the power shots coming down from Big Ben Smith. And I think every punch that Ben Smith threw was a knockout punch. It's just the fact that it was against a man like Ian Hawkins, how he never knocked him out.
He threw punches with very, very bad intentions.
Look at this big, big bomb from standing up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Referee Grant Waterman calls a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 11 seconds in the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Big Ben Smith!
Listen, it was a completely, you're back to your old form. That is Ben Smith 101. So basically, what is on the cards next?
Yeah, listen, I mean, at the end of the day, I had a terrible performance last time out. My head weren't really in it. I'm focused this time, I'm back on point. You know, that was just scratching the surface of what I can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the Super Fight champion and the Grand Prix champion, Big Bad Ben Smith! Over to you, Dave.
We are back, and let me tell you people, it's been an absolute barnstormer down here. But these two lightweights have got a lot to prove. There's a lot of guys in the house are screaming, shouting, and it's on! This is Dominic Plum versus Michael 1, 2, Pass 2!
My name is Michael Pastu, 29 years old, fighting out Team Titan, American Top Team.
Dominic Plum, I'm 30, from Putney, fighting out of Diesel.
The reason I'm smiling is because 10 weeks of hard work, getting beaten up every day, now it's the fun bit.
You know, I know he's a professional fighter, training all day long. I'm still a bricklayer as well as a fighter, but I'm getting there. That's the dream, #1.
Hopefully it's going to be a war in there. Like always, I'll bring it, you're going to bring it.
Mikey, you're smiling, I'm smiling, but once that cage closes, mate, it's all go.
At the press conference, both of these guys were chiselled. They're both ripped and ready to go. They could be models, but tonight they're fighters and both want to win.
So here we go. Michael Pastu, Dominic Plum, lightweight action here at Ultimate Challenge.
And what a card it's been so far. We've had some fantastic bouts. As we see Dominic Plum making his way to the ring. Tremendous prospect on a great run of form. Got a record of 4-1, 5'11", 25 years of age. And all the fights he's won, gentlemen, he's finished with some fantastic ground and pound. And the one loss on his record is to a very tough gentleman by the name of Brad Wheeler. Michael Pastu running in the cage, ready to rock. He really wants to get in there, and so often we see that with a fighter coming off a loss. The hunger is there more than ever to get back into the cage and avenge that defeat. And in Michael Pastu's case, gentlemen, get one step closer back to his belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest in the Ultimate Challenge, lightweight division, sponsored by officialwatches.co.uk, the official timekeeper for Ultimate Challenge. Also sponsored by Lantern Recovery, Nutribolics Water, and GBR Nutrition. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a record of 4 wins, 1 loss. He weighed in at 69 kilograms. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. Fighting out of Diesel Gym, Dominic Plum. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a record of 7 wins, 2 losses. He weighed in at 70 kilograms. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. Fighting out of Team Titan and American Top Team, Michael 1, 2, Pass 2. action begins, the man in charge is Andy Sledge.
And as you said, Ben, both very explosive, even touch gloves very, very tentatively. Plum using that jab just to find his range.
Plum circling, just pouring out that jab. You're right there, Rob. Trying to make his man react, to gauge how he's going to launch his offensive on this fight.
Well, it just shows the respect that both these guys have.
Pastu holding tight hands, them hands held up and tight.
Feeling each other out, making the space a little bit closer. Was Dominic Plum, the first one to tee off. Now going in for the takedown is Michael Pastu. Big elbows coming down. Oh!
Pastu's out.
Illegal elbows by the referee. The referee wasn't happy with those elbows. The elbows were coming down from a 12 to 6 position. If your fist is pointing up in the air at the 12 o'clock and your elbow is down at the 6, you are not allowed to strike elbows down like that. You can come across the face, but not down like that.
Pastu's out, he's in trouble. It's going to be a DQ for Dominic Plum.
Dominic Plum is disqualified by the referee. Michael Pastu is annoyed. Tears are coming to his eyes. He is fuming. He does not want to win the fight by a DQ.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Referee Andy Sledge calls a stop to this contest at 54 seconds in the very first round, declaring your winner by disqualification due to illegal strikes, downward elbow to the back of the neck, Michael 1-2 Pastu.
10 weeks with American top team. I had Conan giving me a 10-week schedule. I trained my arse off for this fight. More than I trained for my title when I had the title. This ain't the way I want to win. I don't want to win like this. I won like this in my life. I don't want to win like this. I hate winning like this. If you want, I'll do it right now. I will do it right now. I will go again and do it right now. I'm fine now. I'm fine now. I can see I'm okay. I'll do it right now.
Okay, people, that was fantastic, but we got to take a short break, but we will be back. But it's not about me, it's not about the fighters, it's about the fans. Let me hear you!
Officialwatches.co.uk, proud sponsors of UCMMA.